Hey everybody. Hi Dustin, my mod. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everybody out here. It is me. It is I, live from Westeros. It's me, the infamous Kiki. This is really bright. Let me get this. It's really, really bright, y'all. Jesus, like really bright. Like you may hear some yelling, you may hear a little screaming in the background. That's just my kids making insane noises. But anyway, this is the infamous Kiki's. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the live watch. Make sure you please hit a thumbs up on this video. We're going to be watching the season finale. The season finale of House of the Dragon. Now I know there were some leaks, y'all. There was some leaks. There was people. I have not read the leaks, but apparently this episode accidentally leaked at midnight. I don't know if this is true, but that's what I'm hearing, and so I have not read any. I have not watched any spoilers, read any of the leaks. The only thing I heard is that some people were saying this episode was very lackluster. That's what I was saying. That's what I've been hearing, and I didn't even read any further because I don't want to be tainted. Y'all know I don't do spoilers. I try not to do spoilers. So, but welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I watch TV live with you fine people. I also do reviews of TV shows and movies. I was supposed to go see Black Adam this weekend, but I didn't. Hopefully I can go see it tomorrow. I got a lot of things going on. Anyway, I'm the infamous Kiki. You're probably thinking, who are you? I've been on many other people, different channels. Some people know me when I've guest starred on people's podcasts, Teflon TV. If you've heard some of these people, these are House of the Dragon people. Gio Malik, who does the 90 Day Fiance, do the reality show end of it. There's some true crime channels. I've been in the Wall Street Journal. I've been on their podcast. I've been in their magazine. What else? I'm a mom or worker bee. If you like to support the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Look in the description box, the description, whatever thing you want to call description box, and you will see how you can support my channel. I am also a business owner. I own 2 Etsy shops. For this particular video, if you're looking for House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones inspired art or merchandise or jewelry or anything, I do that. So I do have jewelry pieces and things that I'm adding this weekend and tomorrow. So if you like, you get 20% off with the code card 20. And so I've had many people, look at my shop and order from me because of my video. So I really appreciate everybody who's coming here and supporting the channel. Because again, I'm like the best kept secret on the internet, I guess, when it comes to some of this stuff. And we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you are here and you're just watching, you're just lurking, please subscribe. I do videos almost every day. I take suggestions. I take your commentary very well. Everybody's welcome here. However, for the House of the Dragon, I do have to say, I am Team Green up in here. This is a safe space for all Team Green. Now, I know on most of the internet, most of these people are in love with Rhaenyra and they caping for her heart. There's no caping for Rhaenyra Targaryen here. There's no caping for Daemon Targaryen here. So I understand us Team Greens and Hightower supporters that we are having a hard time finding a place of our own. Well, this is a safe space for you. I am Team Green until further notice. I have read the books. I have read this particular story. I mean, I haven't read all the Game of Thrones books, but I have read this particular book. I know how things end. I won't spoil it for none of you. But yes, I am Team Green still. I am riding hard with Alicent. I do not believe in making her out to a villain like a lot of channels do. Some channels, I barely even watch it because it's I guess some channels are neutral. If you're neutral, you're welcome here too. But a lot of channels that I watch and a lot of my friends in the House of the Dragon realm of reviews, they are very hard. They're very Team Rhaenyra. And I'm just kind of like, and like some of the stuff they say is not even objectionable. So at least, I'm Team Green, but I try to see it both ways. But this is a safe space. And I know us Greens, we show up on other people's channels and we kind of get shot down because they are dying to make Alicent the villain that she was in the books. And then honestly, in my opinion, the TV show, she is not that much of a villain. So y'all can at me. I don't care. But I'm just telling you, in the show, the way she's presented, if you separate that from what you know about her in the books, she's not that much of a villain. So people just want to make her out to be a villain. So let me adjust my camera a little bit. Let me get it a little bit. I put the hair on, put the real hair for y'all on this week, you know. And so, you know, if you are Team Black with the Blacks, go ahead, feel free to discuss. It's that's cool too. You're welcome here. I'm not gonna go too hard on Rhaenyra, but yeah, she gets no kid gloves, no realms delight treatment up in here. Okay, so I best believe. Okay, it's time to send out the Ravens, which basically is my time to get on the internet and send out tweets, send out something on Instagram telling people that I am live. The show don't start until 8 o'clock, so we have another 45 minutes. So I wanted to get on here because it is a season finale, so I wanted to get on here and get a little early, get on here real quick and talk a little bit with y'all. It's been a long weekend. It's been a long day, y'all. So I just feel like I'm rushing, go. So again, we're gonna get on here and we're gonna send a message out to everybody, telling everybody that I am live. If I could find the picture, so y'all bear with me for a second. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Like I said, my weekend has been like yikes, but yeah. So we're gonna I'm sending out a tweet right now to everybody in a Twitter verse live with us. But anyway, y'all feel free to discuss. Hi, Dustin. How are you? How are you today? I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling good. April is here. Oh, shit. April is here. Hi, April. I am so glad and wonderful to have you here, April, and everybody else who either wants to stay quiet or don't want to say anything. That's cool, too. You're more than welcome anyway. I'm trying to send out this tweet to the realm, sending out the Ravens to the realm. Trying to get other people in here. A lot of people watch this on the rewatch. So most of my views are on the rewatch. A lot of people don't catch it live, but they do watch it on the rewatch. So, and I do have the live chat replay of the rewatch. So to everybody who's watching this, who coming late, they watching it on the rewatch, they're watching a different time zone or different countries. I have a lot of people that do that as well. I just say welcome, you know. Go ahead and take a look at the live chat. You'll see what's going on. But welcome everybody. But you know, who don't catch me live. I understand. The show don't start until 8. So yeah. So I'm gonna tell everybody online that I am Team Green friendly. Team Green safe space, you know, for all. Letting these fools know that Alicent Hightower is she innocent. She was crying about her man last week and people still was dragging her. They still was dragging her. They were like, oh, she's crying. And I was like, okay, so she up here fake crying to herself in her room by herself. Oh, that pissed me off, y'all. I couldn't even deal with it. Like, I was like, are y'all for real? So she crying to herself in her bedroom. Okay. What? I mean, I was like, y'all want to drag Alicent so bad. Like, y'all, anything that she do, any kind of sense of humanity, they trying to get rid of Alicent's humanity. And then you saw it on the last episode, y'all. Y'all saw it. That regardless of what she said or what she did, they was gonna try to put her son on the throne anyway, y'all. Her daddy was like, oh, well, we just didn't want to bother you with it. Come on now. And then they still make it like it's Alicent's fault. How is it her fault when the small council basically was like, oh, we was just waiting for him to die anyway? And she was like, what? So all y'all conspiring? Yeah, we just didn't want, girl, we didn't want to bother you. You know, don't worry about it, Your Highness. I mean, and then people got online was like, it's Alicent's fault. I'm like, what show is y'all watching? I'm like, so it's her fault that her daddy and all these men sat on this council. It basically was conspiring at a high. Here she was thinking she was over here with Lara Strong, the footy bandit. Because you know, sometimes they have a booty bandit. He a footy bandit. So she over here giving up the feet. She a whole foothold for this man, and thinking that she's trying to do things and put her kids and think she's doing this. And she over here thinking she playing chess and she playing checkers. That they already didn't know what they was finna do. They was like, we'll just go assassinate Rhaenyra and Daemon and kill all her kids and kill everybody. And she was like, hold up. Viserys loved his daughter. And people still got online, ladies and gentlemen, and still turning around Alicent like it's her fault. She was telling them not to go kill Rhaenyra. But Alicent's still the villain. Okay. All right, y'all. Sure. She the villain. Okay. Right. I'm just like, I was sitting there watching these reviews going, so we gonna blame her? Oh, okay. We still gonna blame her. Jesus Christ. Alicent is just much as a pawn in the game as anybody else. So, you know, all these people over here like, nah, she's just as much as a pawn as hopefully in this episode we'll see Rhaenyra is a pawn as well. So hopefully we'll see her end, because we saw it from the green side. Hopefully we'll see it from her side. And like I said, hopefully the writers will have sense enough to make it out to be like, you know, it's a juxtaposition of Alicent and Rhaenyra, and how either they're kind of the same, kind of different. I'm just interested on how they're really gonna play this situation. But we'll see. We shall see. So I'm sending a tweet, get my tweet out, and, get my tweet out, get my tweet on right now. Tweet, the Raven has been sent to the land of the Twitter, the land of East Westerosi, in the land of the Twitter. But yeah, I just thought it was unfair that people were actually online dragging Alicent when she obviously was blindsided and trying to do the right thing. And when Big Daddy Viserys died, she thought that he really did say that the son, but she didn't know that it was the prophecy he was mumbling about. But she didn't know that either. And people try to blame her for that too. Like, oh, well, she really knew he didn't say that. I'm like, how? I went back and rewatched it like 4 times. They still trying to blame your girl. And this has nothing to do with misogyny. I'm a feminist. I am all like, yeah, girl power, go women, a women in charge and all that. People trying to make it out to be like some kind of misogyny thing, because that we don't want Rhaenyra to be queen because it's misogynist and the patriarchy. No, Alicent shouldn't be queen, but Rhaenyra shouldn't be queen either. It has nothing to do with man or woman or anything like that. It's who is fit to rule. I don't think Rhaenyra is fit to rule. So this is it. You eating, multitasking. Look, I'm eating. I haven't eaten anything in like 2 days, y'all. So I'm sorry if I'm eating on camera. It may bother y'all. I'm sorry, but your girl is hungry. I'm eating eggs and cheese. I am starving, y'all. I went jogging today. I didn't run errands. I didn't do favors for people. I didn't clean my house. I didn't design all kind of stuff on my Etsy shops. I did a little bit of work, my real work. Your girl's tired. So I'm sitting here trying to get my protein in before I'll be face down and I'll be like this on camera. Y'all be like, Kiki. Oh, she didn't pass out. Oh, hell. You be like, she didn't pass out on camera. She didn't get enough food and she didn't pass the hell out, because I sure will. Like, I felt faint earlier. I feel like I was going to pass out for real, because it's like when you don't eat in like a day or so, Yesterday I had no time. I had no time to eat yesterday. I had time to like wolf down like a piece of cheese and some meat. I ate like some ham and some cheese and was like, okay. I had 2 slices of meat and 2 slices of ham. That was enough for me. Um, but anyway, now we're going to Instagram. We're sending out um a raven across the land of the Insta of the gram. um, and just sending it out on Instagram. I hate sending it on Instagram because I gotta type in all this stuff. So um, let's see, what am I gonna say? I'm gonna say Instagram. Y'all like the season finale of House of the Dragon, House of the Dragons. My back is doing good today. If you guys are asking about my back, I had back surgery. It's been 2.5 years now. And I had major back surgery. I had spine surgery. I have steel rods in my spine. I have a cage, like 4 rods. I also had pelvic surgery because my lower back had fused to my pelvis. And so I had surgery where they had to come in the front and then they had to come in the back. And I spent 2 weeks in the hospital during the freaking pandemic, believe it or not. And they canceled my surgery twice because of the pandemic, because the hospital was filled up. And my surgery wasn't considered necessary, even though my back got so bad that at the time I could barely walk. So, but they were like, it's not life-threatening surgery, so we're gonna suspend it. So I went through all that. It was a very big deal. And so I took 9 months off of work. I didn't work for 9 months. I had physical therapy three times a week to really learn to get back strength. My back will never be 100% ever. It will never be like it was. I don't have the same range of movement. I do work out 4 to 5 days a week. I lift weights. I'm slowly but surely getting back to my normal fitness levels, because my normal fitness levels was like I was bench pressing and I was like, you know, I was going hard. Like I bench pressed like 140 at one time. Like I was going hard. I lost a whole bunch of weight and then my back. And so now like it's taking me a while to get back on track. It's just because I have up and down. I have good and bad days. I have times where I can go and I lift weights and I overdo it and then I'll be hurting for 3 or 4 days. And then like I have to slow down a little bit. So I learned to take it in stride and learn not to be so I'm a type A personality. So that's me. So anyway, we're on Instagram talking about the season finale House of Dragon. You know, watch it with us live. Watch it with us live. If I know how to spell. We're a safe space. We're a safe space for those team greens. I need to learn how to do like my hashtags better, whatever. The whole hashtag thing is not my forte. I used to have somebody that like did all this stuff for me, but you know, oops, me misspelling stuff. If I learn how to spell stuff, okay, y'all. Anyway, I hope y'all are eating something good. Y'all get something good. Hope y'all get something good. Eat something good while you're watching this. Drink something good. Something, because I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna drink a little bit. Hi, everybody who just came in here. All 5 of you. Oh my goodness, like I may get to like 200-300 views today. If you guys have not watched my 90-day fiance and my what is it, Love During Lockup and Love After Lockup videos, please do, because they get a lot of views. They get thousands and thousands of views. I do my YouTube channel strictly for fun. I don't get paid for this. I don't get any kind of kickbacks. Like I said, I try to throw in things here and there about my shops that I own, but I do this just for fun. I don't have a lot of people to watch TV with. My children are young. So my kids can't be watching stuff like this. I am going to do a review about the School of Good and Evil that me and my daughter watched last night, and I thought it was all right. I have read the book. There's a book series, and I would have thought it'd been better if it was as a TV series. So I'll try to sneak in a review um, about that because I have a lot to say. Um, I have a lot to say. But compared to the book, it's the School of Good and Evil is very high schoolish. You know, speaking of fantasy, if you like fantasy and you're a tween or a teenager, you would like the School of Good and Evil. My daughter is 8 and she thought it was charming and cute. My son watched it, but he fell asleep. But yes, if you're a tween girl, this that I thought it was going to be a TV show. It's going to be that's the thing for you. So that's that's the thing for you. If you're into that, go ahead. But it was a little. I read the book, and the book didn't seem as tweeny teeny, but the show was that the movie was definitely tweeny teeny. So it was definitely. I'm like, okay, should I even be watching this? Like, the visuals are good. They have some really good actors in it. But yes, it's the #1 movie on Netflix right now. By the way, School of Good and Evil. And it looks like in the way they ended, there's a book series they're definitely going to make. But I need to go back and reread the book. It's been a while since I read the books. But it just seems skewed very young. And the books are YA books, but I just remember being a little bit more grittier. But, it's Netflix. It's fine. It's fine. I'll do a review and I'll talk about the things I like, the things I didn't like. And it's fine. Again, I'm still going to do my Unsolved Mysteries. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow, where I'm going to talk about the review of Unsolved Mysteries because I love true crime. I love true crime shows. And me and Unsolved Mysteries go back like babies and pacifiers. Like we go way back. So anyway, I sent this Instagram for everybody out there. And that's it. The episode starts in 30 minutes. So I think I'm just going to talk about some of my observations about for the season. Again, I have my food here. I have my drink here. I have my fish, blue cheese over there. If you see, this is my camera right here. This is my TV right here. So I'm going to watch the episode live. You'll see me looking up because I'm watching it. Make sure I turn my ringtone off because people be trying to get at me. I get a lot of alerts and stuff on my phone. So anyway, you'll see me looking down here because this is where my computer is. Okay, Dustin, have you seen anybody see my comment? Which comment? Eating crackers and you're eating more. I don't eat carbs, by the way, y'all. But yeah, y'all. So that's the breakdown of how we're gonna do things. It starts at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna turn it on, HBO, and I'm gonna timestamp it for you guys. I'm gonna give my commentary. We can all watch it live again. Most of the people who watch, most of the people who do watch my videos, watch them on the replay. Some of y'all don't even watch House of the Dragon. Y'all just come here to listen to me talk. I'm flattered. I am so flattered that some of y'all are just like, I don't even watch the show. We just come to support you, or we just come to hear you talk. Oh, great. What I've thought about the season so far, I really love the flourishes and the things that they've added to the story. You can tell that George R.R. Martin has really put his foot in this story. You can tell that he and the writers really put a lot of thought into the things that they've added, the things that they've taken away, the things that they've changed to where they make sense. When Laenor wasn't dead and he was on that ship, I screamed and I howled because I thought Daemon had killed him. I thought that it was just going to be like it was in the books. And when he showed up and he was on the boat with his boy toy, and they were finna go sail the 7 seas, I howled. When Laena died, when Granny Vagar roasted her, I thought that ending was better than what the book was. Like some of the stuff that they've done in this show, I have to say it's better than what the book even thought of. So I appreciate the writers and the effort and the story beats and how they made Alicent and Rhaenyra friends. I love all that. I really do. There's not much um I don't like about the show. You know, I really really appreciate the things that they've done. I watch Rings of Power. If you have not watched Rings of Power, if you're waiting for a lot, I know some people waiting for House of the Dragon to end so they can go watch Rings of Power. Like some people just didn't have time to watch both of them. If you are into high fantasy, you will like Rings of Power. For people who don't know the lore, I would say that it is harder. I would think it would be harder to really get into Rings of Power if you don't know some background beyond just the movies, The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. It is a slower paced show. A lot of people complain about the slower paced show. I didn't mind the pacing of the show. My issues with Rings of Power is the fact that the writers, beyond the pacing, it's like the writing is very uneven and up and down. Like some episodes, I'll be like, okay, these episodes kind of flow together, but then it gets disjointed around episodes 3, 4, and 5. Then it becomes a little bit disjointed. You know, that's why I didn't like the unevenness of the whole season. I might go back and rewatch Rings of Power again as a Lord of the Rings fan, as a J.R.R. Tolkien liker. I guess I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan because I had to study him in college. Like I took a whole college on like English literature and like fantasy. Like I did a whole college course on English literature. Okay, British like English literature. I like C.S. Lewis. I don't care what anybody say. Y'all can at me all day. I'm a C.S. Lewis person. I love Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. I like the way he writes. I like his pacing. I think honestly is going to piss people off. I think C.S. Lewis is a more superior. It's a superior writer. I don't care. I understand that George R.R. Martin has taken a lot of his writings from different sources. George, look, as much as I love George R.R. Martin, and I have not read the book, so with all due respect, I have not read all the books. I read The Dunk and Egg. I've read This Dance of the Dragons. I have not read all the rest of the books. I didn't even really hear of Game of Thrones or anything until the show came out, right? I really love the lore. I love George R.R. Martin, his world building, his lore building, but George R.R. Martin is a huge comic book nerd, and I love that. And you can tell by reading his books that his influence is not high fantasy. So some people have a problem with Game of Thrones because it is not the old school high fantasy that a lot of people have gotten from other writers. Now, I've also read Wheel of Time. Wheel of Time is supposed to be coming back. When? I don't know. I didn't get into Wheel of Time until they announced the TV show, and I said, okay, let me go back. So I've read the first 3 Wheel of Time books. Wheel of Time is much more kind of my pace. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Orson Scott Card. I like his books. What is it? Terry Brooks. What is the guy that does the Tales of Shannonnar? I read those a long time ago. I like high fantasy. I'm more of a high fantasy now. J.R.R. Tolkien, his fantasy is hard to read. Like I don't care what anybody says. Lord of the Rings is hard to read. The Hobbit is great. Lord of the Rings, the Silmarillion, all that stuff is hard to read. It is hard to read. It is not an easy read. George R.R. Martin, his genius was he took fantasy and he combined it with high fantasy. He combined it with comic book shit, and he combined it with soap opera stuff. He combined all of that to bring us to what Game of Thrones, to totally change the genre of fantasy. So that's my thought. Again, if this is coming from somebody who has only read like a few of the books, because fantasy to me is just kind of like, man. I'm a very visual person. I love books. I love stories. But for me, fantasy is not my jam. I love Star Wars. Don't get me wrong. Star Wars is I'm the ultimate Star Wars fan. Would you think I would cover Star Wars shows on my channel? But I will do Mandalorian. I don't like Andor. I don't. I'm just gonna say I don't like Andor. But sci-fi is my thing. I am a very diehard, bleak, sci-fi, futurist kind of person. Fantasy is cool. I like The Witcher. When The Witcher come back, I will be covering The Witcher. I like The Witcher. But when it comes to the thing that really grabs me, science fiction and futurism grabs me so bad. I love Octavia Butler. I love Arthur C. Clarke. I could read those books all over again. Fantasy, I really have to see it. I have to see. I need a visual to go with my fantasy. So I need to see the movie, the TV show first, then I'll go read the book. The Witcher, I've watched the games. Like I watched the cutscenes in the games, and I know it's not close to the books, but fantasy, is a thing that I love. Now, when it comes to comic books, oh y'all, when it comes to comics and all of that, and a superhero shit, I that speaks to my soul. I would say that fantasy speaks to my nostalgia and my love of history. Sci-fi speaks to my idealism and where I see the future, and it's very bleak. I like bleak, dark humanity ending. Like I like Dune. Like Dune, I love Dune. I love Dune since I was a kid. I read Dune when I didn't even understand Dune. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I like it. I like futurism, and then superhero stuff speaks to my soul. So I have those are my three loves, and then true crime is in there because I love a good mystery. So those are my loves. I would say sci-fi number one, superhero stuff number two, fantasy, and then true crime number four. Those are the four things that I'll watch mostly on my channel. That's mostly what I cover. Dustin says, have you heard about the latest news about what the schedule for we've been talking about, by the way, so people know what we're talking about. We've been talking about how the fact that HBO and HBO Max and Discovery are all going to merge. So if you don't know that, spoiler alert, they're all going to merge. They've been bought out, by Disney, not Disney. Discovery has bought HBO Max out. And I heard from what we've been hearing is that they're going to combine all these apps because they have like HBO Max, Discovery Plus, that they're going to combine all these apps, and they've been cutting shows and cutting movies. And Black Adam just came out, and that's Warner Brothers, and it opened to 67 million. And then people are arguing whether that's a success or not. I don't know. DC has been in trouble, so they've been scrapping projects. They've been getting rid of people. They laid off a whole bunch of people with this whole Disney. I keep saying Disney, Discovery, Warner Brother merger. That's what we've been talking about because we want to know what they're going to have a new app, what the price point. House of the Dragon is safe, of course, because it's House of the Dragon, so it's safe. But there's a lot of shows that I do watch on HBO, so I don't know if those shows are going to be safe or not. We shall see. I want to know what the app price is going to be. Just like Paramount, they have one level with the ads, without the ads, all that. I get HBO Max for free because I have Cricket Wireless, and so they have a deal. So I wonder, is that going to go away? What kind of deals that they have with other companies and everything. So we'll see what goes on with that. How much time we got left? We're counting down, y'all. I'm getting excited. As for the actors on this show, I would say that Patty Constantine, who played Viserys, is my personal choice for an Emmy as a standout. Now, I love Matt Smith. He came to a convention that sadly, I did not get to meet Matt Smith because the line was very, very long, and it was like $170. Yes, $170 to have a photo op with Matt Smith. The autograph was $100, and the line was really, 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 really long. So I didn't get a chance to meet him. I was very sad last week. Very sad. Tear. But hopefully he comes back. Life goes on. Okay. Sandman was there. There's a bunch of Star Trek people were there. There's a bunch of people there at this convention. If you haven't seen my short, I did 2 shorts about my convention. I had 3 kids with me. So and my mother, it was so difficult. It was so stressful, but I could have met Matt Smith. I could have sat on his lap, but I didn't, y'all. So I'm just gonna cry later. Hey everybody, what pulls my teeth is here. Dustin is saying you heard the bundle price was supposed to be $15 because I guess they're trying to do a merger with Verizon as well, or some kind of deal. So we'll see. $15 is not bad. It's not bad. Like I said, I get HBO Max for free through Cricket. So as long as they don't mess with my Cricket deal that I got, I'm good. I'm very excited for tonight's episode. So we're talking about who should win the Emmy. To me, Paddy Considine as King Viserys should win the Emmy. He took a character that could have been lackluster and boring, and he added so much to Viserys, to Daddy VV, that it was. I just thought I knew how King Viserys was going to be. I read the books. I knew. No, Paddy Considine acted his ass off, especially when he was dying towards the end. It was heartbreaking. It was sad. His acting was on point. Like I said, I love Matt Smith. Matt Smith doing Matt Smith. Matt Smith just is a whole god. Let me tell you something, right? All you haters who was like, ooh, didn't he play goofy ass Doctor Who? I can't see him playing Damon. Sit down and have 10 seats. Have a seat. Come sit next to Miss Kiki. Come sit right here. Have a seat and shut up. Because now y'all see the greatness. I said Matt Smith can play evil. Matt Smith can play good. Matt Smith can play a bad guy, a good guy. He can play goofy. He can be funny. He can be serious. Matt Smith is the GOAT. But Paddy Considine stole it for me. Like, his acting is great. The chick who played Rhaenyra when she was younger, Emily Alcock, she stole it as well. I thought she was going to be one note and just, some 14, 15-year-old girl. Nah, she stole it. So she did it good. Damon is definitely the runner-up to me. Matt Smith is definitely the runner-up. But Matt Smith is good in everything. Like, I'm a huge Matt Smith fan. Even though I didn't get to sit on his lap and meet him. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop crying. Dustin said he was signed for, I think he's saying HBO Max and all this. Yeah, hopefully once the merger's over, we'll have more detail. Both Rays killed it. Yes, I love Emily. I love the old Ray and the younger one when she was a teenager and the one now. I'm in love with old girl that plays Rhaenyra now. Like, I'm in love with her. Like, apparently she's non-binary. I saw her, I was like, keep your non-binary people away from me. Stop it. If you are born gender female, but you identify as non-binary, don't come my way, because I'm going to look at you like, hey, non-binary? I don't know. I just might. I just might. Yeah, stop calling. Okay. What pulls my teeth says, but give it to Gollum. He deserves his precious. He did it like Gollum at the end. He was so sickly. Like, the special effects team was on point. The way he looked, so dying and sickly King Viserys at the end. So, y'all, there's like hair in my eye. Y'all see me stroking my hairs because I didn't really have time to brush in. So I have like little fly hairs that's like tickling me in my eye. And I don't like that. I'm wearing contacts. So I got these new glasses, y'all. I'm waiting for them to come. It's going to take like 2 weeks and they real fly. Like, they real fly. They look like the Chanel. They look like the Chanel symbols, like the backward C's. They look like Chanel, the Chanel symbol logo. So y'all see those in a few weeks. But yeah, I would say Viserys get it, and then Matt Smith is a number 2. Because they're gonna get nominated for something, y'all. Y'all see me eating. I'm sorry. Like I said, I apologize again for eating, but I'm hungry. I haven't ate anything like a day. It's been like 2 days since I ate. Hungry girl's hungry. Um, for next season, what I want for next season, I don't know. We'll see how this one wrap up. Um, again, I'm Team Green. Aemon the one eye. I like to call Miss Patty because Aemon looked like this lesbian chick I used to work with, and her name was Patricia, and we called her Miss Patty, and they look just alike. Like just like face and everything. I was like, they look like Miss Patty I used to work with back in the day. So Aemon one eye is known as Miss Patty. That's what we call him here. That's what I call him. Miss Patty, I want him to be king. I don't want his stupid alcoholic womanizing brother to be king. I want Miss Patty to be king because the one eye dude is in it to win. Like he in it to win. He got the heart to fight. You know. When do the new things in the House of the Dragon premiere? I don't know. They usually wait a while. They haven't even started filming the set. They haven't even announced the second season. I don't think. I might be wrong, but I know they ain't started filming yet. So, and I know there's gonna be a second season, y'all. We all know that. Like, come on now, we all know that. Yeah. Yeah, King Viserys was a good king. I know people was trying to drag him in the beginning as well. Like I was like, y'all are going off the books. King Vivi in the books was basically trash. He was useless. But in the show, they gave him more to do than what he did in the books. They made him much more. He was a good father. I don't care what anybody say. King Viserys was a good father. He did right by his daughter. He did right by her even to the end. Down to the end, he was loyal to her. Period. He was like, "You're gonna be queen. That's it." I said what I said, bitches. You know, and he left it at that. He didn't go back on his word. So he kept his word to the end. And that was he was loyal. You know, and I appreciate that. I applaud that. I was like, yeah. Now, he did make some mistakes, don't get me wrong. He did do some stuff that he should have been stronger in some areas. A lot of areas. He should have handled some things when they needed to be handled instead of just ignoring them or letting other people, he should have wrote a decree being like, she's my heir and it's it. But then Rhaenyra, like I said before, I can't trust Rhaenyra. I don't trust her being queen. I don't trust her judgment. When her daddy was dying, where was she at? She's at Dragonstone. Girl, why? Why are you at Dragonstone? Why? Why? Nobody could. I asked that on many channels. I said, so she at Dragonstone because what now? Yo, she knew her daddy was dying. He was up there looking like damn Skeletor. And she just like got her kids, Allison's kids and her kids got into it. And she was like, okay, I'm going to Dragonstone. Girl, why? I understand this is how the story is written. I understand this is just a TV show in the book. But the bonehead things that Rhaenyra did and kept doing as a damn adult, I was like, okay, as a teenager, okay, I could see her infatuation with Daemon. I get all that. But as an adult, she was doing so many stupid shit. I was just sitting there going, girl. Rhaenyra's like that homegirl that you have or that best friend that you have that like you love her and you think the world of him or her or and y'all cool and they cool. Y'all cool with each other. But then they just keep making stupid mistakes over and over again to the point where you just like, girl, okay. And then they make one big mistake and you're like, okay, we'll come back. And then they make another mistake and you're like, okay, girl, we can fix this. And then another mistake. They're like, okay, girl, okay. Then the third, the fourth, the fifth. Then you just kind of looking like this. Then you can't support that bitch no more. You like, girl, this your fourth baby daddy. The last 3 was in jail. The other one tried to whoop your ass. How many times? I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just saying hypothetically. I'm not saying I personally may or may not have personally experienced this. But, I'm just saying hypothetically that, after a while, you just kind of like, girl, what? Girl, what? Like, you didn't have the kids by the strong dude. And then the kids, you couldn't have one kid by, okay, girl. It's like, okay. All right. You then you want everybody to like believe, act like these kids is really not this other man's, and then you're gonna get mad about it. Okay, girl. You know, and then like you your daddy's dying, and then you didn't stay by his side while he's dying. If I knew he was fixing to die, and then they have a whole council, you're the heir, and you're not on. But your stepmama on the council, you're the heir to the throne. If I was the heir to the throne, I would have showed up with donuts talking about. So what we talking about today, y'all? Donut. I can go get some coffee. I mean, I would have been there every damn council meeting. Like, so what we talking about today? Sir Christian Cole, you got something to say? Oh no? All right. What you here for? What? Who else got something to say about me being queen? Well, Hightower? Oh, yeah. I'll be like, child, like my daddy ain't dead yet, but I'm gonna sit on this damn council. She wasn't even there for the council meeting. She wasn't even there when her daddy died. You know he about to die, girl. She should have been sitting on his bed like, Daddy, you okay? Daddy, can you hear me? Daddy, you breathing? Daddy, you all right? Annie, is you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, is you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Daddy, is you okay? Are you okay, Daddy? Daddy, is you okay? Are you okay, Daddy? Like, she should have been by his side feeding him soup. Like, Daddy, you all right? Daddy, Daddy, you breathing? Get the mirror. Put the mirror underneath his nose. I mean, damn, girl, what? She said, April says her husband is obsessed with the show. It's an obsessive worry show. It's worthy of obsession. To me, this show is better than Game of Thrones. But no, I can't. I'm all about girl power and womanhood, and yeah, women. But then I can't support you if you just women and you're like, oh, girl, wait, what you doing? Like, oh, okay, girl, women's question mark. I start questioning my own sanity when I start supporting I can't support foolishness. I can't. I just be like, girl, you know what? Girl, you need to go ahead and get in that throne on over and sit this one on out. But she can't. She wouldn't. Rhaenyra let her arrogance get the best of her. She was real arrogant about it too. And then I don't like arrogant ass people. She real arrogant about it. Like, shit, I got these kids. He didn't knock the dust off that thing. He didn't knock the dust off it. I got these three. I said what I said, y'all. Yes, she let Harwin Strong knock the dust off it. And then you end up with 3 kids that don't look nothing like your husband. You sitting there like, oh, oops. But I still should be queen though. Girl, no. Not with them kids. You ain't. I don't blame Alicent. Alicent knew that Rhaenyra was bold. Rhaenyra was bold, reckless, selfish. Really selfish. She didn't think about the safety of the realm, even the safety of her own children. If anything, I put the safety of my kids first. I don't give a damn what anybody else do. My kids, I ain't putting my kids at risk. She knew they was gonna come for her, and she did. I've seen her done nothing to prepare for them coming for you. It's like she has done nothing but get pregnant. Her and Daemon over there knocking the boots, having like 4 kids in 4 years. Like, girl. And Dustin. Did you guys hear all that? No, the doors are. Yeah, he was knocking the dust off of that. Harwin Strong was long and strong. They didn't call that man long. The Harwin Strong for no reason. He was strong. He was knocking the dust off it. And then she was just sitting there like, these kids having all kinds of illegitimate children. I was like, girl, I can't support that. Like if you're gonna be a woman and you already in jeopardy, be smarter. Okay, y'all, let's start. It's 8:00. Okay, is this episode? Okay. Episode 10 is starting, y'all. And I can't stand that Lannister dude. Like, I just want to punch him in the face. He look okay. Let me tell you about the Lannister dude. He looked like this dude I used to go out with. Right? He looks just like him. He looks like this dude I used to go out with, and like this dude, like he was so trash in bed. So every time I see the Lannister dude, he looks like this ex I had. That's not. I hope. And if you're watching, you know you trash. Anyway, you know you trash. He was so trash in bed, y'all. But he thought he was one of these dudes that was like, "Oh yeah, I'm the best, baby." But he was so. And every time I see this actor that plays the Lannister, whatever his name is, Jason or Justin or whatever Lannister, it makes me think of the dude, one of what his dude I used to date. They look like twins, and he was trash. Yeah, the whole in the street. Yeah, Renee was at least Alicent did her duty and had these babies by King Viserys. She had him his rotten back, just all on her, just sweating, just just she had to lay there like this. And then now poor Alicent over here, she a foothole now. I mean, she over there showing her feet. And then look, I don't know whether I should be repulsed by Larry Strong or turned on. I don't know which one. That's how messed up this show got me. I'm like Larry Strong. Like 1 week I'm repulsed, the next week I'm turned on. I don't know what to do about that. I just disturbed myself. Okay, like I don't know. I'm like, should I feel some type of way that he likes feet? I don't know. Is it a turn on? Is he weird? Is it strange? I don't know. I kind of like it. Then wait a minute. He did have people's tongues cut out and killed his own brother and dad, but I don't know if that's sexy or it's not. I don't know. I'm confused. Confused. She says, now I can get a man to look at me like that, the way he was looking at them feet. Child. Okay. It said my connection was on. But the way he was looking at them feet, he was like, I was like, I wish a man would look at me like that. Talking about, yeah, baby, look at your feet. If I could have a man that looked at me like that, I would be in love. Because he was looking at them feet like, oh.
Grandfather was the greatest sailor who ever lived.
Uh-oh.
Green sick before the ship even leaves the harbor.
Okay. Rhaenyra's pregnant. That's like it is in the book. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like if you come up in here. That man has issues. Girl, April, I've dated plenty of men with issues.
I'm sorry, I'll let you choose whether you be his heir. You told us.
Oh, look at these kids. I don't know her oldest one. He kind of buck up. He nuck if you buck, the oldest one. Rhaenyra's son.
I was frightened. I was 4 and 10. Same as you are now.
4 and 10, so he's 14.
To be queen of the Seven Kingdoms. But it was my duty. And in time, I came to understand I had to earn my inheritance. Not like you.
Oh, he's saying I'm not like you.
Not so perfect.
He says, told his mother, I'm not so perfect. Why do I feel like my son be talking to me? He'd be like, Mom, I'm not perfect like you.
Anything but. My father looked after me.
She said, April said it's just creepy. Yeah, it's not for everybody. You got to work them foot. You got to work that foot, April. You used to be working that foot, girl.
She urgently requested an audience with you.
Let me stop. Who is this? They got their own, like, look. I don't know. Her son, he seemed kind of goofy and scary. He ain't like the one-eyed one. The one-eyed one don't care.
The Princess Rhaenys Targaryen. Princess Rhaenys.
Rhaenys showed up with all her armor. Auntie cousins.
Viserys is dead.
I love her armor. It's on point. She's like, Viserys is dead, girl.
I grieve this loss with you, Rhaenyra. My cousin. Your father.
Uh-oh.
Possessed a kind heart.
Viserys was kind-hearted. I love her armor. Her armor is working, that armor, girl.
Aemon has been crowned as his successor.
Yeah. Oh.
They crowned him.
Yeah, girl.
How did Viserys die?
I could not say.
How long ago?
Tell me, how did he die? Bitch, he was a half a skeleton. What? How did he die? Skeletor?
You declare for Aegon.
She did.
He was half a skeleton, girl.
I
Come on.
refused her.
And yet you are alive.
She like, I escaped. She like, I know you didn't.
The High Septon crowned Aegon in the Dragon Pit. I witnessed it myself just before I
Right.
died on Maybe.
And Rhaenyra didn't roast him last week because she didn't want to be a kinslayer, which is the worst.
So that the masses would see him as their rightful king.
That whore of a queen murdered my brother and stole his throne, and you could have known.
A war is like to be fought. It is treachery to be sure.
She like a war, but it's not going to start with me.
But that war is not mine to begin.
Thank you. That's what I said last week. She like, I'm not starting this war over y'all bullshit. Huh. You better be glad I came here and told you.
And for your children.
They coming for you.
I should leave Dragonstone at once.
Yeah, you should leave. Thank you, Rhaenyra. That's my girl. That's the kind of attitude I would have. I'm not starting this war for y'all. Y'all gonna start that war. Uh-oh, she's starting to bleed. Rhaenyra's like, I'm just coming there to tell you. Oh, she's bleeding. She gonna lose this baby.
Baby's coming.
Girl, if your dumb ass wasn't sitting up here having babies, popping them out like every 2 months.
That turn is far from complete. This should not be happening.
It is fucking happening.
She said it's happening.
Keep your head about you, princess.
You know, done this 5 times before.
5 times, girl. How many kids can you have?
Oh, get off, get off, get off. Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, the pain, girl. The pain.
I want patrols along the island's perimeter, looking for any small ships that might set ashore. If the Greens attack now, it will be by stealth.
Oh, yeah. Game of Thrones
We
definitely watch it.
don't have enough
It worth
men around
watching.
the island, but we can make ourselves appear stronger than they are.
Ooh, she's screaming because she in pain.
They're capable fighters. Wasting time.
It will be done, my prince.
What? I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
You might go easier on him. So he can learn.
And I think between season 2,
Mother needs to see you.
I think there's going to be another time skip.
Both of you.
Mother?
Oh, fuck.
Princess.
Oh, girl. The agony. I just watching this just hurts my spirit. Like, oh.
Your grandson, King Viserys, has passed. Viserys? The Greens have repudiated the succession and claimed the lion's throne.
Ooh-wee.
Aegon has been crowned king.
What is to be done about it?
Nothing yet.
Where is Daemon?
I don't know. Gone to madness. Gone to plot his war.
She was telling the truth, going to plot his war.
Viserys. Whatever claim remains to me, you are now its heir.
Yeah.
Naught is to be done but by my command.
Yeah, she's like, don't do nothing. And they plotting already. She over there finna have a baby. This is such symbolism because she is having a baby and they're plotting. Daemon is over there like, okay, let's get the troops together, blah, 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 blah. But Rhaenyra is the heir, though.
Where is he safe?
That much is unclear, my prince.
We'll set ravens to our nearest allies.
So in either situation, Both of these women, the men in their lives, are doing whatever the fuck they want to do.
You want to speak to the maester?
Do we need to speak to the maester? Like, there's a chance she might die.
I'll fly to the Whitmans myself and affirm Lord Tully's.
There will be no such thing.
Yeah, the son's like, hold up. Y'all can't, where y'all going?
No action be taken while she's in bed.
Son's like, Right.
I shall sit down. Summons to Stephen. Our Kingsguard are needed on the dragon.
See, this is the shit I'm talking about. They just pretty much like, we finna do whatever we want to do.
You swore an oath as knights of the Kingsguard.
I do all who wear the white cloak, my friends.
To whom?
I swore first to King Jehedis, my prince, and then to his grace, King Viserys, when he succeeded him.
Do you acknowledge the true line of succession?
Oh
Yeah.
boy. Y'all better come up with some good answers.
Do you recall when King Viserys named his heir before his death?
Oh shit. He like, yeah, you
I'm grateful for your long service to the crown. So I'm presenting you with a choice.
He's like, here's your choice. Oh no! Lord, here's your choice. You either serve or I burn you to death. Okay. Wow. Well, all you people who love the blacks, there you go.
Prince Viserys is the heir to the Iron Throne. Or you support the usurper, speak it now. And you will have a clean and honourable death.
Right.
But if you choose treachery, if you swear fealty now only to later turn your cloaks, know that you will die.
Yeah, well, duh. If you bring a dragon out, I'm gonna be like, well, we're good.
Let's help you.
Oh no. Is she gonna give birth to a dragon?
Don't do this alone, princess.
See, she hard-headed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's just gruesome. Just childbirth ain't no joke, period, y'all. She's gonna give a birth to her own baby. Oh, she's a real G. She's gonna pull out her own baby. Ugh. I don't even know what the hell that is. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's sad. Oh. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ Almighty. This is a little too much. This is a little too real for me, y'all. That's a lot. That's a lot for me, y'all. That's a lot. That's a lot for me. That's a lot. I'm just going, that's a lot for me, y'all. That's a lot. That's a lot. Do we have to keep showing the baby? That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh my God, please, Jesus. I can't. Jesus Christ Almighty, I can't. Jesus, I can't. I just can't. That's a lot. That's a lot for me. Now in the books, her baby came out like it was just deformed and misshapen, and it like had a dragon tail. So I guess they're not doing that. That's a lot. That's a lot for me. Look at Damon's upset, which is amazing. So it's a lot. I keep saying it's a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a lot for me. Like I lost a child, so it's a little. It's a little raw for me, you know. I lost a child a long time ago though. It was like 12 and a half years ago. Like it's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. A whole bunch. It's a little traumatic for me. I'm just like, oh, okay. Jesus Christ, like showing the dead baby, that was enough for me, Game of Thrones. Now come on now.
I mean no harm, brothers.
Oh, it's the other twin. He didn't defected. Yeah, this is a very sad episode. Like it's just losing a baby is the worst. It is the worst thing I've ever experienced. Like having a miscarriage is one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life. Having an active, I didn't have a DNC. Like a DNC is where they go in there and they suck it out. I didn't have that. I was sent home and literally had to sit on a toilet while I watched pieces of my child come out in the toilet. And that's real talk, y'all. It was traumatic. Like I was numb and like literally like blacked out. And my husband found me on the floor in the bathroom. Like yeah. So seeing this is just like, okay, that's a lot. You know, it was a lot. It was a hard time. But, you know, having a DNC is one thing, but passing your own child in pieces it was enough to mess me up for a long time. I was scared to have another child. So. And they gave her the crown. Oh. Look at the little boys. They so cute. So yes. And the girl's hair still messed up. Fuck y'all. Look at Rainier. She's just looking like this. She looking like this not going to end well. They still didn't do Bayla. The twin, Damon twin girls. They hair still looking jacked up. Yeah, it's Dustin. Yeah, it's something that affects me to this day. Like I said, it scared me to not want to have. My son was born premature and he almost died. He was in the hospital for 2 months before I could bring him home. So I did not. So before I miscarried, then my son was premature. After that, I was terrified to have a child. I thought something was wrong with me. I thought I was defective. I had a daughter that weighed 10 pounds and made it all the way to term and came out a 10-pound, beautiful, healthy pregnancy. So I was happy to know that that I could have, but I was really scared after when you have a child, when you have a miscarriage, you're scared to have another baby because you're scared it's going to happen again. It's frightening. But to have a miscarriage and then have a child and then get all the way to 6 months. And I was in a hospital for a month and a half because I had preeclampsia, which is high blood pressure. And they thought the baby was going to die. I was going to die. My son is now 12 and a half years old and healthy, but it was traumatic. I had a traumatic 5 years My son came home from the hospital. He had breathing issues, all kinds of issues. And then within 2 years, like everything started to get to normal. And then 2 years, my husband had a heart attack at work, a massive heart attack, and he almost died. And then literally 2 years later, my husband would be dead. So from the time I had the miscarriage to the time my husband died, all that happened in a 5-year period, back to back to back to back to back. I mean, I'm surprised I'm sane because I went through a lot of trauma in a very short period of time.
We have 30 knights, 100 crossbow men.
I wish they do something with this girl hair. The one on the right, hair is looking good. The one on the left, her hair is literally like this. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is this? What is happening? Somebody explain to me, what is this? What is happening? Like, who? That's a choice. That hair. HBO is out of line for that. For showing that dead baby, HBO, that was too much for me. That was a little, you know, I'm not a squeamish person, but for me personally, it was a little too much. Showing the dead baby once, okay, twice, all right, okay. Yeah, I didn't need to witness the birth of a stillborn. I just
fickle and easily swayed. We need to be convinced.
I don't need to witness the birth of a stillborn, and I don't need to see this twins with her hair piled on top of her head like she's looking like a female version of Sway. I don't need none of, I don't see none of that in my life. I mean,
we need to be reminded of his father's promises.
I don't need to witness none of that. I don't need to Sway. Somebody please do something with Sway's hair. I like their little light up table though. It's cute though.
Lord Caller sails for Dragonstone.
To declare for his queen.
They're like, where's Corliss at?
He decides where they sail. We shall pray for both you and your husband's support, just as we prayed nightly for the sea snake's return to good health. There's no port on the narrow sea would dare to make an enemy of the Valarian fleet. And our enemies.
We have no friends.
Auntie Cousin is like, you know what? I don't give a damn what y'all do. Like, y'all leave us out of this.
Without the Lannisters, we're not like to find any allies west of the Golden Tooth.
No. But you will find allies north.
Pray forgive my bluntness, Your Grace, but talk of men is moot. Your cause owns a power that has not been seen in this world since the days of old Valyria.
Right.
Dragons.
Right. Y'all want to talk?
The Greens have dragons.
They have 3 adults, by my count. We have Cyrax, Caraxes, and Melis. Your sons have been.
Look, she look like Old Dewey. That's my girl. She was like, oh, Dewey? We have Maylis. She like, okay.
Still riding us.
Just threw her in there. She like, girl, I ain't in this shit.
And who is to ride them?
Dragonstone has 13 to their 4. I also have a score of eggs incubating in the dragon mouth. No. We need a place to gather.
She look like
a toehold, large enough to house a sizable host. Here at Harrenhal,
I want that red table. That red table is badass, y'all.
Greenhead mounted on spikes before the fucking moon turns.
Your Grace, a ship has decided offshore. A long galleon flying a banner of a 3-headed green dragon.
Alert the watchtowers, sight the skies.
Uh-oh. A green dragon, you know what that means. Team Green, hashtag Team Green, hashtag Team Green, and we'll whoop that ass. I don't care what anybody say, Team Green up in here. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. Team Green. They're like, yeah, like, why are we talking? You got dragons. They're like, well, shoot, they got dragons too, but dang, like, you got more of them. Oh, look, they showed up talking about, say, man.
I come at the behest of the Dowager Queen Alicent, mother of King Aemon, second of his name, Lord and Protector of the 7 Kingdoms.
Okay.
I've been directed to deliver her message only to Princess Rhaenyra. Where is the princess?
Uh-oh. Where's the princess? On her dragon like a real G, I guess. She like, I'm on my dragon. Where y'all expect me to be? I love the dragons because they're like, oh. She should have just roasted them all right there. Hello, GSP. Oh my God, GSP is in the house. Shit. They're watching these dragons. Look at GSP. GSP is in the house. What? She like, I'm here. What y'all finna do?
I'm Queen Rhaenyra now. And you all are traitors to the realm.
King Aegon Targaryen,
She like, y'all are traitors.
second of his name, in his wisdom and desire for peace, he's offering terms. Acknowledge Aegon as king and swear obeisance.
I'm gonna have to watch the show. Yeah, you gotta watch the show.
His grace will confirm
They just showed this lady just gave birth to a baby, a stillborn baby. It was brutal. I was just like, oh, child.
Viserys will be confirmed as the legitimate heir to Driftmark and all the lands and holdings of House Velaryon. Your sons, like Prince Daemon, will also be given places of high honour at court. Aegon the Younger as the king's squire, Viserys as his cupbearer. Finally, the king in his good grace will
see. They came offering terms, you fucks.
Against his ascent.
I would rather feed my sons to the dragons than have them carry shields and cups.
Oh no!
More drunken usurper come to the king.
Oh no, Damon! No, he didn't do him dirty like that. He talked dirty to him. He talked bad. He said, "Oh no."
The conqueror's name. He was anointed by a septum of the faith before the eyes of thousands. Every symbol of legitimacy belongs to him. And then there is Stark, Tully, Baratheon, houses that have also received and are at present.
I can't believe the Baratheons went along with this bullshit. They.
Stark, Tully, and Baratheon all swore to me. When King Viserys named me his heir.
Girl, that was them.
Oaths will not put you on the Iron Throne.
Right.
Princess. The succession changed the day your father sired a son. I only regret that you and he were the last to see the truth of it.
You are no more hand than Aegon is king. Fucking traitor.
But y'all know he been a traitor though. Rhaenyra? How dumb can you be? Like you know. You should have known. What was up? Hey, brother man Maester. Bro Maester, bro man. What is that? I need to pause that so I can read it.
Queen Alicent has not forgotten the love you once had for each other.
Oh, that's the page.
No blood need be spilled. The realm can carry on.
Yeah, Alicent still loves her. And I mean loves her.
Queen Alicent deeply.
And we don't mean in a friendly way.
Now stuck in her father's mouth along with his withered cock. Let's end his mama's fast.
Oh, damn.
Sir Eric, bring me Lord Hightower so I may take the pleasure myself.
Look at her. Her dragon is just like, no. Her dragon was ready. Her dragon was like, bitches. That's what her dragon said. Bitches. What? No, we not fighting. Her dragon's like, no, we not fighting. Oh, damn. Yeah, she like, wait a minute. Y'all see me texting.
It's no easy thing for a man to be a dragon slayer. But dragons can kill dragons and have the simple truth.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, when the dance of the dragon starts, when the dragons start killing dragons, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that because I'm gonna be upset because I mean
Everything done.
I just
I do not
don't
wish to rule over a kingdom of ash and bone.
I just don't know how I feel. What I don't like when the dragon
Queen, what is my
hurt
true
each other,
duty
like-
to the realm? blood battles. Ensuring peace.
Yeah,
and
that shit ain't
unity,
right for
or
me,
that
like, you
I
know.
sit the iron throne no matter the cost.
It's your father talking.
My father's dead,
She like, my
and
father's
he chose
dead.
me as his successor. To defend the realm, not cast it headlong into war.
The enemy have declared war. What are you going to do about it?
Oh,
Clear the room.
she like, clear the room. Obviously, I got to get you together. Sometimes you had to get your man together, ladies. Sometimes you be like, well, what are we doing? No, we're not at the barbecue. Finna argue right now, Damon. Clear the room. No, we not finna, we ain't finna do this in front of company right now. Look at Red. Look at Auntie Cousin. Look at her face was like, you see, look at her face. She was like, she said, the look on her face was like, Auntie Cousin look like, you know, one of the relatives that sit back in the background. They sit there and sip on their drink. They sit there like this.
Because it's your duty as queen to crush rebellion.
You know, my riches beyond our ambitions.
And then they sit with that grin in the back, just laughing. Anytime something happened, they'd be like, you be like, shut up, cousin. That's what she looked like. The look on her face was like, oh.
My brother was a slave to his islands and continents. Anything to make his feckless flame.
It just got real. Did you see my comment? Which comment, Dustin? Oh my God, it just got real, y'all. We got everything in this episode. We got stillborn babies, domestic violence, whatever HBO, whatever. Just whatever. Yeah, girl. Now you see what's really going on. Yeah, he don't know the prophecy. That's what she's saying. He never told you. He don't know the prophecy. Yeah, girl. Now you know what you married. Now, Team Black. Is this y'all? Is this you? Okay, is this you? All right. I'm just checking because this is the people you want to be king and queen. There y'all go.
I've had men whipped for falling asleep on their watch. You are no man.
Meanwhile, back to the people who really should be ruling this shit. is Corliss and Rhaenys. They really the real king and queen of the realm. Who actually have a stable marriage, a loving marriage. She like, you all you stubborn ass.
I lost everything.
Well, he lost Corliss.
Oh.
Well,
He said, I lost everything. Yeah, you. Yes, motherfucker, we, bitch. Not just you, we. God.
I understand you have a new king.
the stranger casts a long shadow over his family.
She's like, we lost. Lost our son, lost our daughter.
Your brother is also dead.
Your brother's dead. He like, hold up.
In his haste to bury you and claim your seat, he stood before the king and denounced Laenor's sons as illegitimate.
Right. He like, damn, I know my brother was going to be that stupid.
Daemon took his head for it.
Yes, Corliss.
His ambition has always been a Valarian weakness.
Right.
You are right, Rhaenys. I reached too far.
Right.
For nothing.
Right. Corliss.
Our pursuit of the Iron Throne
Right.
is at an end.
Well, it's too late for that now.
Prince Luke and Job are claimants to the throne.
Yeah.
Those boys will not be safe so long as they're gone.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra was complicit in our son's death. That girl destroys everything she touches.
Right. Thank
It's
you.
holding the realm together at present. Every man standing round the painted table urges her to plunge the realm into war. Rhaenyra is the only one who's demonstrated restraint.
Right. I give her that much. Because everybody else want to go to war, and she's just like, nah.
Easy word for a lord who commands from the safety of his castle. Doesn't make it
The Lord of the Tides! Lord Corlys Velaryon!
Uh-oh, he got his pimp cane too.
Rhaenys Targaryen.
He got his pimp cane too. Watch out.
My lords,
Lord Corlys, it brings much relief to see you hale and healthy again.
Mhm.
very sorry about your father, Princess. He was a good man.
The only two people that ain't trash on this whole show is Corliss and his wife. They're the only two people that ain't trash, for real. They have a good relationship.
Where is Daemon?
There are other concerns which demanded the prince's attention.
He said, Girl, Damon ain't shit. He ain't
Where
shit.
allies?
Yes?
Too few to win a war for the throne.
Right.
Well, we would also hope to have the support of houses Arryn, Baratheon, and Stark.
Hope is the fool's ally.
Both Arryn and Baratheon share blood with my house, but all of them swore oaths to me.
As did House Hightower,
Right.
if I remember.
Right.
As did you. Of course.
Swearing an oath to you don't mean shit. Girl, are you this stupid? Are you this dumb, Rhaenyra? Girl, you just dumb. That's why I just can't be messing with you like that, girl. I can't fuck with you. Because you just dumb, girl. It's just dumb.
Your father's realm was one of justice and honor.
Right.
Our houses are bound by common blood
Right.
and common cause. This Hightower treason cannot stand.
Right. Yeah.
You have the full support of our fleet and house. Your Grace.
Right. Okay, let's get it. Let's
You
get
honor
it.
me, Lord Corlys. Princess Rhaenys.
You keep missing my love after lockup.
As I said to my
Yeah, I'm
father,
doing love during lockup now,
made a
girl.
promise to my father to hold the realm strong and
Yeah, I watch it live. Love during lockup.
was
I'm gonna have to start
friends,
watching it with some alcohol because the show, the first episode stressed me out so bad, hurt my nerves so damn bad.
does not mean standing
I was so stressed out. I was like, these people stressing me out.
before I send them to war.
One time, it's in my playlist. Like I keep all my lives. It's in my playlist, but I'm gonna start trying to. It premieres Thursday night at 8, I think. So I'll probably watch it Thursday night at like 10 o'clock because it takes a while because I have to watch the episodes bootleg. So it takes a while for them to post it on YouTube. So whenever they post the episodes, I'll watch it. So like I said, for now it's Thursday night at 9 or 10 o'clock. We'll see. But yes, it's in my playlist right now. It's underneath my Love During, because I covered Love During Lockup the first last year. I did like whole videos and everything. But this year I'm trying to make things easier for me. But yeah, I did do the episode live, watched it and got stressed out. Exasperated. Oh, I watch everything on YouTube too, girl. I watch everything on YouTube. I don't have WeTV, Discovery. I have HBO, but that's about it.
We must first secure the support of Winterfell, the Eyrie, and Storm's End.
I'll prepare the ravens, Your Grace.
We should bear those mysteries. Dragons can fly faster than ravens. and then we'll convince him. Send us.
You gonna send
Just
your
right,
sons? And then, like, even though I know the story and I know what's gonna happen, I still have issues just because, like, first of all, she's sending her sons, and then I have a son, and like it be getting me like these shows like be getting me personally, you know what I'm saying? Because I have a son that's 12, and
Prince Lucerys will fly south to Storm's End.
like I wouldn't send my sons. Even though one's 14, the other one's like 18. I would not send my sons. I understand they need a dragon, but I just no. Just
the cost of breaking them.
like I just couldn't. Like I'm not sending my sons. Like I gotta send my sons. I was like, I don't know if I could sacrifice my children. And people did this all the time, like back in the ancient days, like they would send their sons off to war. But people had a different relationship with their kids than we do now. They looked at their kids as like commodities. You know, it wasn't like. But now it's like, no, I couldn't.
If you have served the Seven Kingdoms, you must answer to their gods. If you take this errand, you go as messengers, not as warriors.
Right. That's what she thinks. Rhaenyra, once again, making a bonehead ass move.
Swear it to me now.
You're going as messengers, not warriors. Are you this dumb? Like, Rhaenyra's just stupid. Like, I don't know. I don't even know. Her level of stupidity is just.
I swear it.
Just the level of stupidity just frightens me. Like, you can't be queen when you just damn dumb.
Is close to your age than to mine. I would hope that as men, you can find some common interest.
As men, you can find, like, are you this naive? Are you this dumb, broad? This show be stressing me out too. You know, I just, you know.
Storm's End is a short flight from here.
I just can't.
You have Baratheon blood from your grandmother, Rhaenys. And Lord Boros is an eternally proud man. You'll be honoured to host a prince of the realm.
But girl, I just can't with her. I just can't. Like, I
expect you will receive a very warm welcome.
Like, I need a hug. I need a teddy bear or some shit. I can't deal with this with Rhaenyra. I can't deal with this with her. Like, she is so naive and stupid and trusting. I would be like, I'm not sending my sons unless y'all better have some King's Guard with you. Y'all better put like 3 King's Guard on the back of the dragon with you. All of the dragon theme. I love it. It's Danny's theme. Daenerys, that was my girl though. I had that whole Game of Thrones soundtrack. When they would hit her music, I would go work out, and I love her music. I love Daenerys' theme song. Oh, that would get me. It'd be like that shit get me every time. That'd be every girl in her feelings. I love Daenerys' music. I love her theme. But I can't believe she would send her sons, girl. I'd like, no, y'all taking some people with y'all. And here Daemon looking for dragon eggs, like, where's Waldo and shit? Like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Like, where they at? Where they at? He gonna sing to the dragons. Daemon's singing to the dragon. Dragon, dragon, dragon. Where? In Old Valyrian. He's singing to him in Old Valyrian, y'all. Dragon, dragon. These wild ass dragons here, these untamed dragons. Get out. He got a nice voice though, Matt Smith. I'm surprised. I've never heard him sing before. It's nice. Oh, he has a nice voice. Lovely. Oh shit! Woo! Yes, Lord! Wow, you a wild ass dragon. Yes, Lord. The dragon saying, "Arr." I love the dragon so much, y'all. Look at his teeth. His teeth kind of look like my Uncle Leroy's teeth. Look at his teeth. Yes, definitely my Uncle Leroy. It looks like my Uncle Leroy. This dragon look like my Uncle Leroy. He sees him. He's like, I should eat your ass right now. I'm sorry, I ain't been doing my timestamps or nothing, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm 49 minutes and 10 seconds in. We have 22 minutes to go. Sorry, y'all. I ain't been doing my timestamps. I apologize. So he's going to Storm's End, House Baratheon. I would not send my 14-year-old son off. I just wouldn't. Would y'all? Would you send your 14-year-old son? No. Oh, no. So he should have already left.
I'm Princess Sarah Velaryon. I bring a message to Lord Borch from the Queen.
Oh no. I just don't want to. I don't want to cry. Like, I don't want to watch this episode and fucking cry. Like, I just can't. Like, I just emotionally, God, Jesus, help me. I just can't. I can't. When Danny's dragons, when he fell into the ice, girl, I was fucking wrecked. I was wrecked for days, y'all. When Danny's dragon fell in, look at Patty. Look at Patty. Patty like, bitch.
I brought you a message from my mother. Queen.
Yet earlier this day I received an envoy from the king.
Yeah. Look at Patty. Patty, Miss Patty, like,
the House of the Dragon is not
bitch. Miss Patty be at me laughing. Miss Patty be looking at him. Miss Patty be like, the looks he be getting with that one eye, and the way he be standing is so sexy. He just be like, that's the kind of man I like. I like a villain like a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie. I like a real strong man. You know, I like a real, you girl Kiki like I like a real freaky man, but I like a real strong man. I really do. I like a villain, like a real strong man, like a Daemon type. Like, that's kind of dudes I kind of fuck with. But I like a real strong man. But she should have never sent her son. Look at the poor guy. He's just like, I don't know what to do. I don't have any time to think about it. Just be like, you know what? I'll think about it. I like the little one. He's cute. I like the little one. He reminds me of my son.
King Aegon at least came with an offer. My swords and banners for a marriage pact.
He's like, damn, you didn't come with nothing.
Your mother bids. Which one of my daughters will you wed?
He's like, I got like 5 daughters.
My lord, I'm not free to marry. I'm already betrothed.
He's already betrothed.
So you come with empty hands.
So you come with nothing.
Go home, pup. And tell your mother that the Lord of Storm's End is not some dog that she can whistle up at need to set against her foes.
Oh, Lord.
I shall take your answer to the Queen, my lord.
Wait. My Lord Strong.
Oh, no.
Did you really think that you could just fly about the realm trying to steal my brother's throne at no cost?
I will not fight you. I came as a messenger, not a warrior.
Fight would be little challenge. No. I want you to put out your eye.
Oh no. He wants his eye. Miss Patty wants his eye. Miss Patty ain't playing. I'm deep in this episode. Me too. Who pulls my teeth? I'm like, no, Miss Patty's like, I want an eye, bitch.
I plan to make a gift of it to my mother.
Look, he's just like, I don't even notice his breath. He's like, oh Lord. He's like, no.
Then you are craven as well as a traitor.
Not here. Give me your eye, or I will take it from you. Not in my hall.
He said, not in my hall.
I came as an envoy. I'll not have that shit beneath my roof.
Right.
Take Prince Viserys back to his dragon. Now.
Yeah, he's like, not in my hall. Like, y'all can't be fighting up in my house. Now, look. Miss Patty don't play, y'all. More pulls my teeth. Miss Patty don't play. Miss Patty like, oh, fuck out of here. I can't watch this, y'all. I won't cry, y'all. I won't cry. Like, I'm ready to cry already. I can't. Y'all, I'm gonna cry. Y'all will cry. Y'all won't cry. I won't cry, y'all. Like, y'all, I'm gonna cry so bad. Because I am Team Green, but I don't like the dragons fighting y'all, though. Let's see. I'm 55 minutes in. Let's see, there's 15 minutes and 15 seconds left. No, y'all. Like, I can't, y'all. Like, for real. Like, I can't, y'all. Like, I can't do this. Like, I don't know what second season your girl is not gonna be able to do this. Like, I can't. I can't do this. Like, I can't. Like, y'all, for real. Like, I can't watch this. Like, I can't. Like, this is gonna hurt my heart. It's gonna hurt my spirit. Like, I can't do this. Like, he reminds me so much of my son. Like, he looks like my son. He looks so much like my baby. Like, I'm gonna go hug my baby after this. I gotta go hug my son. Like, he looks so much like my son. Like, I can't watch this. Like, he looks like my son. Like, I can't. I can't, y'all. I can't. Look at Granny Vagar. Oh, Vagar is big, though. She big, though. She big. She thick. And she big. It's so beautiful up there. I can't. I can't, like, I don't think he meant to do it, though. I don't think he meant to do it. I don't think he meant to kill him. I think Vhagar did it. I don't think he meant to do it, though. Like, it just hurt me. Like, he reminds me of my son. Like, he just got me crying for real. Like, I'm hurt for real. Like, I'm hurt. Like for real. He reminds me so much of my son. Like, I can't. Like, it's just got me for real. For real. Like, I can't. Like, I can't. I can't. Like, that shit got me. Like, this whole episode just. Like, I don't think he meant. Let me rewind it. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta rewind it because I don't think he meant to kill him. Like, I don't think he really meant that. Let me rewind it. I'm sorry. Like, he just got me for real, y'all. For real. Like, I just. See, he said, Rhaegar, no. See, he didn't mean to hurt him. See, he did. He said, Rhaegar. He said, no. He like, oh, snap. I don't think he meant to do it. No, he didn't mean to kill him. Rhaegar did that shit on her own. He was like, Rhaegar, no. So he didn't mean to do it. Like, I mean, it's sad, but he was like, Rhaegar, no. Like, this shit got me sad for real, y'all. Like, he remind me so much of my son. Like, the way he act, the way he talk. She got me emotional for real. Like I told y'all, I can't take it. Like, y'all, I can't take when the dragons kill each other. I just, like I told y'all, I can't. Like, as a mother, like, I just. Like I said, I don't think he meant to do it. I think he meant to scare him and not Rhaegar just. Now she understands, like, what's going on. Like, girl, this shit is serious. Oh, she angry. Oh, she real mad. She big mad, girl. Oh, she big mad. She big mad, baby. She like, fuck this shit. Yeah, she had the look of a mom like, okay. Like I said, I don't think Aemon meant to kill. I think Rhaegar just did it because he was like, Rhaegar, no. And then Rhaegar's so much bigger than him. I don't think he meant it. Like, the look on his face was like, oh shit. Like, okay. I think he meant to scare him, chase him, or taunt him a little bit, but I don't think Aemon meant to kill him. Like, I think Rhaegar just was like, but that shit got me emotional. Like, for real. Like I told you, I don't know how I'm gonna do second season because, like, I'm over here sweating. I'm over here like anxiety and shit. Like, yeah, that's a lot for me. That's a lot for me. It's emotional, you know.
Princess Rhaenys Targaryen.
Thank you, Lord.
Episode 9 and 10 are always considered sister episodes, in that episode 9 is primarily Alicent's story and episode 10 is primarily Rhaenyra's story.
Viserys is dead.
Like, I'm so
Rhaenys
emotionally
news,
like
Rhaenys
hurt.
Rhaenyra.
Like, I'm
They have
just
to deal with the news that are far.
Okay. They're talking about they're just doing a recap. I'm so emotionally hurt, y'all. Like, there's gonna be a lot. Like the second season, like, to read the book is one thing, but to visually see it is something else. My cat is at my door. My cat is at my door meowing at me like meow. Like, just to see it. I didn't, like I said, when Dany, when her dragons got hurt, like, I normally don't cry. I'm not a crier. But it hurt me when Dany lost her dragons. Like, it really hurt me because, first of all, I love animals. I love pets. Second of all, I know Dany, to her, it was like she couldn't have any kids. So her dragons was like her children. So anytime somebody loses a child, and Rhaenyra, I feel, even though I am Team Green, I feel bad for her because she's lost a baby at stillbirth, and she's also lost, now she's lost her son, her 14-year-old son. And their son reminds me a lot of my curly-haired son. They kind of look alike. My son is very light-skinned and curly-haired, and he looked like he could probably be Harwin Strong's son. So I don't like seeing people lose their children, whether they be babies or minors. I don't like that. And I hate to see people lose dragons. And his dragon was so little compared to Rhaegar. You really see the majesty and the bigness of Miss Rhaegar. Like, she's huge, you know. She's a big girl. But the episode's sad. Now, again, this episode is leaked, and people were saying that it wasn't that there was very lackluster, that it was, you know, it was, and I could see how people think that, because I guess people were expecting the episode to more go out like with a bang. But the look on Rhaenyra's face at the end was like a look of like a mother who's lost her child. Like the look of like I'm finna kill these people. Like, I'm finna go all out. And I don't blame them, because, you know, once you lose a child, like, you know, somebody hurt my kid, I don't know what I would do. Like, I don't know how I would react, but it would be the same way. The look on her face was just like, game on, bitches. Like, she finally understands what is really going on. The mistakes that Rhaenyra has made, even during this episode, I understand that she doesn't want to go to war. I get it. I understand she understands the stakes of going to war, that she would be a kinslayer. Now, for a Targaryen, being a kinslayer at this particular point in time is a really, really big thing. The Targaryens really don't go to war with each other. They don't kill each other. They've never had a war within the ranks. Everything has always been settled, any kind of disagreement. But yes, rest in peace, Luke Strong. Rest in peace. But the fact that Rhaenyra was so bonehead in sending her child on an errand mission, and then she sent him with not anything to negotiate with or wager with. That was just dumb as well. I was like, so you sending your kid and they ain't got nothing to negotiate with, no wagers, nothing. That was just dumb anyway. And then you send your kid by himself. Like, you didn't send nobody else with your child, like another dragon rider. She should have went with her kid or something. I mean, somebody there to guide him. He's only 14 years old. He should have stayed put. You know, he should have been like, okay, you know, I'm gonna stay put. But then him and his poor dragon just got eaten, just chomped like it wasn't nothing. That hurt me. Like that really hurt my feeling. I told y'all last week that when the Dance of the Dragons start and things start popping off with the dragons, that I'm gonna be really emotionally wrecked because I don't like seeing the dragons get hurt. I don't like. Yeah, it's war. I don't like seeing that. I'm team green always, you know, but poor Luke being sent by himself. Again, I'm not mad at Luke. I'm not mad at his dragon. I'm mad at Rhaenyra. I'm mad again at fucking Rhaenyra. Why would you send your kids by themselves? Why would you send your teenage sons by themselves to go do whatever? Why would you even do that? Why would you put their lives at the line? Are you fucking stupid? This is why I'm team green, because I'm like, in Aegon one eye, he didn't, I don't think, even though people are going to go online and say, oh, well, he killed Luke Targaryen and blah, 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 or Luke Valerian. I don't think he meant to kill him. The look on his face was like, oh shit. Like, I think he was just trying to taunt him, trying to scare him, trying to bait him. I don't think he meant to kill him. I think Rhaegar killed, like, just and killed him. I don't think you can blame him, Aemon for that. I don't think he meant to kill him. But yeah, you're sending a boy to do a man's job. Why didn't you send Daemon to do that? Why? Why did you send Daemon? I just don't understand it. Like, yeah, he didn't mean to kill him. He didn't. Rhaegar just was like, fuck you, bitch. Bitch, nah. You know, Rhaegar, he was like, Rhaegar, no. And then he, you know, I don't think he meant to kill him, but he was just like, oh shit. Yeah, both of them lost control of the dragons. Thank you, what pulls my teeth. Thank you. Even though they're going to try to blame this on Aemon, and somehow they're going to try to blame this shit on Alicent. I don't know, even though she wasn't even there. But they always try to blame it. Aemon did not mean to kill his dragon. He didn't mean to do it. They lost control of he lost control of Rhaegar, and he was like, no, Rhaegar, no. And then Rhaegar just said, and Rhaegar was like, fuck this shit. I'm tired of this. Like, you know. And so, yeah, it wasn't his fault. But again, Rhaenyra should not send her sons to go do this. This is the shit I'm talking about. Why she should not be fit to rule and be queen. Because she do bonehead shit like this that just makes me mad. Like, it aggravates me. Like, girl, what were you thinking? Why would you send the heirs to your throne to go deliver a message to Lord Baratheon? I'm not sending my heirs. I'm going to send anybody else. I don't give a damn if we got to get there by boat, by sea, by air, what the fuck. I don't care if I got to send a raven, and then you're going to send them in no terms. I know they can't marry any daughters. I understand that they've already been promised to the twins, but you're not going to send no terms. You're not going to send no coin. You're not going to send a marriage allegiance, something. Like, how can anybody support this person? Like, and then the bonehead shit that she do, it's just stupid. Yeah, you never send your heirs. Send a fucking raven. Send a King's Guard. Send Daemon. I would have sent his bitch ass. Why would you send your kids? Your most precious thing is your heirs. I'm not sending my children. My children, Rhaenyra. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're dumb. Anybody who supports Team Black, what the fuck? The errors that she has made over and over and over again is unnecessary. There's no reason for her to send her 2 sons, her heirs. Why? None of that made it. None of that made any sense. I can't support somebody like that. You're just dumb. And then you send them with no offer. Oh, you gave your allegiance to me. So, I just kind of expect you to kind of fall in line, hey, deuces, hey. You don't send no counter offer. You don't send no money, no marriage, no coin. Nothing. Just, will you pledge your loyalty to me? So, are you stupid? What pulls my teeth? What you saying? He just played on Ray Ray's feeling. Yes. Damon was all playing Dragon Hunter. Okay. But Damon is in it for his own good as well. I don't think Damon loved Rhaenyra either. I'm going to say what I say to the people in the back. Okay, let me get all up in the camera for the people in the back. I don't think Damon loves Rhaenyra either. I don't think Damon loves anybody besides Damon. He fucking choked a bitch out. He choked that hoe like, look, bitch. he let her know real quick. Damon loved his brother. He loves being in power. Damon loves his dragon. That's about it. He grabbed that bitch by the throat, not the throat, the throat. It was like, bitch, in the hood somewhere. Like she was some dude in the hood. Oh my God. My God today. Like he grabbed her by the throat and she was just like, oh, I don't know whether to be turned on or be scared right now. Girl, stop playing with me today. Like she let Damon just totally like punk her ass out. Again, Alicent is being used and manipulated by her daddy and the foot freak and the small council and all these other people. Rhaenyra, Damon is fucking pimping her out too. I said what I said. You're being pimped. He pretty much married you because he wanted to be close to the throne. He think he know better than you because you're a fucking woman. Welcome to misogyny. Welcome to the patriarchy. Pull up a chair. Because both of you bitches, Alicent and Rhaenyra, both of y'all experienced this. And then Rhaenyra and auntie cousin Valerian is just sitting back like this, watching it all while she trying to get her husband together and get well and see what side that they're going to pick. But she knew this was going to happen. She told them they was going to come for you. They was going to come for your children. Dummy. And then Rhaenyra's like, oh, I'm going to send my 2 heirs off to run an errand. And don't fight. This is just a messenger, like, not knowing that they're not going to come across somebody that's going to try to fight them. Like, they're children. They're like an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old. Like, what? I can't. I literally cannot. I can't. Even on a bad day, Miss Kiki's not this stupid. Well, Paul Machi said, shout out to everyone in the room. Yes, please be sure to hit that like button. Please be sure to hit that like. Please be sure to check out my description to support the channel. Go to my Etsy channel where I have Game of Thrones merchandise. I I have custom made pieces and all kinds of things. From fantasy, superhero, sci-fi. I run 2 Etsy shops. But the biggest one is my jewelry and my jewelry. I do jewelry, bottle openers. I do all kinds of trinkets. Trinkets, yeah. What's your store name? I have 2 stores, GSP. I have them in the description box. I have the link to one of them. My first store is Falling Star Naturals. Falling Star Naturals. Stars, singular. And then my other one is Jewelry by Falling Star. Again, I have links in my description box, links on my channel. You get 20% off with the code CARD20. And my Falling Star Natural store, I do candles, I do bath and beauty, all kinds of stuff, but mostly candles and bath and beauty. I have my own hair care line, all kinds of stuff. Then my jewelry shop, Jewelry by Falling Star, I do jewelry, I do trinkets, I do jewelry boxes, I do ornaments, I do custom made pieces. So just in case you have a request, you want something. I have a whole list of things I'm designing that I'm going to release tomorrow. That I've been designing and working on. I'm working on more ornaments. I'm working on jewelry boxes. I'm working on bottle openers. I'm working on a bunch of different pieces that are sci-fi, fantasy, superhero themed. Like I said, I have some Game of Thrones things, some Rings of Power things. And they're on my Etsy shop. They're in different categories, so you can just whatever. And if people, I have people that send requests all the time that are looking for certain things. And I designed my own things. I'm an artist. I'm an award-winning artist, y'all. Shout out to me. But yeah, I'm an award-winning artist. Right now I have pieces all over the country in different museums. It doesn't pay the bills, but it gets my name out there. Like I have commission pieces, like people will contact me and pay me and be like, hey, could you make this or send me your ideas for this? And so I'm a digital artist. That's my realm, is digital art. And I'm self-taught. I'm very self-taught. I self-taught myself during the pandemic how to do digital art. And I've always been an artist and I've always been a writer. But I self-taught myself and I started submitting things to galleries and different competitions and won money and cash prizes. And yeah, so one of these days I'm going to put a website together for all my artwork, which I should do that and put a portfolio. But I have a real life. I have a real job. My real job is an accountant. So, but like my kids think I'm famous. My kids are like, my mommy's famous. I'm like, really? No, I'm not. She's been in magazines. I've been on covers of magazines. My kids think I'm a special or famous, but I'm really not. I'm very low key. I have a lot of energy. I do have a lot of energy. I do. Like I'm gonna show y'all. I might get up and show y'all the magazine I was on a cover on a year ago. But I think I'll wait for that next time. But I do. I have my artwork all over the house. Yeah, I have my artwork all over I don't have any in my room though, but I have it all over my house. Like I have paintings and stuff. I have a lot of energy. I do a lot. Like, and on top of me being an accountant and I do my art whenever I feel like it, when the mood strikes me. And I do run 2 Etsy shops. Also, I work for the state of Texas, also part-time. During elections. So this is a real busy season for me because early election time is coming up. And then early elections we're at the midterm elections. So I work for the county, for the elections board as well as an elections judge. So y'all just know where I'm going down, what's happening. So I tell people when people are talking about like me, I was like, honey, I bring the whole table. I don't what you bring to the table, bitch. I bring the whole table. I bring the table. I bring the floor sitting on the table. I bring the house that the floor is on. I bring the property line. I bring the whole table, baby, because I am a hardworking Black woman. So out here raising 2 kids in the suburbs. So I do a lot. Like a secret agent. People said that, oh, you're a secret agent, work for the government. I'm like, not really. I wish I was a secret agent. I get that secret agent pay. But I do a lot. But just because I like to stay busy, I get bored very easily. Like, I'm one of these people that's always restless. So it's not like I try to keep busy. It's not like I want to stay busy, but I try to keep busy because I don't like sitting at home going. And then on top of everything, I'm a YouTuber. So I sit here with you guys and chopping up and do videos. But that's something I really enjoy. It's not work. Like, doing this isn't work. Doing this is like my outlet for my creativity. I'm a creative kind of person. I crochet all my spare time. I have a bag over here that I crocheted that I need to it's a purse, but I need to finish. Like, I do a lot. Like, I'm a very creative, artsy kind of person. It's just that during the pandemic hit and I lost my job, I had plenty of time. And then I was in recovery from my back surgery. I had plenty of time to do a lot of things. So I really came into my own during the pandemic. Pandemic was one of the best things that's ever happened to me because I was allowed to really tap into my creativity and express myself and really do things that I like. And I like designing. I like designing jewelry. I like designing clothes. I have a lot of ideas. And like I said, if you go to my Etsy shops, you'll see I have like a lot of things that I create. And oh, my camera, look, there's my sword up there. Y'all see that? And right here, that's actually a Game of Thrones poster, actually. So by the way, you just get to see what's people like, how do you sleep with that above your bedroom? Yeah, I crochet. Shit, I crochet. Yes, a girl. I crochet and I sew. I knit. I crochet. But I only do that because I'm teaching my daughter. She's 8. But I have a crochet piece over there. But yeah, y'all see my Game of Thrones posters up there, and that's my sword. I collect weapons. I have lots of weapons. I have weapons over here. I have weapons over there. I have lots of weapons. Anybody try to break in my house, they finna come. They finna get it. They finna get dealt with up in this. They finna get D'd up for real. I just go up here and grab a shit off my wall and be like, you be ready to slice them and dice them, honey. Slice them and dice them. Yeah, I do crochet. What's wrong with crochet? What's wrong with crochet? I'll be watching Netflix and I'll be sitting up here. I have a whole bag over here. I'm gonna sew on handles and put a fastener on it and give it to my daughter. Because my daughter is learning. She's 8. I learned how to crochet when I was a kid. My grandmother taught me. I have blankets that I made for my kids. I don't sell it because it takes me a long time to do, but I crochet. I'm an artist. Like, I have a hard time selling myself or big up on myself, but I'm a very humble person. I'm a very humble person. Like, people like you're so dynamic, you do so many things, you're so smart, and I just have a hard time really bragging on myself because I just feel like I'm just a regular person. I don't want people to see me as not a regular person because I am a regular person. I feel like I'm just Kiki from around the block. I'm a girl from the hood. I'm a girl from the hood, from the streets. Like, that's just me. And I just, I made good. I live in the suburbs, but, I worked hard for everything that I have and experienced a lot of tragedies and a lot of heartbreak. But I'm still here. I'm still making it. I'm still here. I'm still here with you guys. And I love what I do on YouTube. It's just a way for me to just connect with people because I don't have a lot of friends in my life. I don't have a lot of people. Sometimes it gets lonely. I have my children but it gets lonely, you know, not to have adult companionship. And so, you know, and I'm not a very emotional person, but you know, I have my moments, but I like talking to people, and I like sometimes, even though I'm an introvert, but I like, you know, sharing things with people and seeing things and being like, is it just me? Is it just me? So I do. I enjoy my YouTube time. I enjoy all of this. I enjoy chopping it up with you guys. I really do. I don't do this as a job. I don't do this because I don't get paid. Like I said, my channel's not monetized. So I appreciate everybody that comes out, you know, and sees me, because I'm a real person. You know, I live a real life, and I go through things, but I have to find some kind of outlet to entertain myself. Sometimes I have to laugh to keep from crying, because if I really think too hard, then I will cry. So, and I don't like to cry. I just like to be happy. But this episode made me cry. Y'all see me up here crying. Because again, I don't like to see people's kids get hurt. I don't, especially when they're teenage boys. That really hurts me. Like, I really, because I have a 12-year-old and I have a son that is the most awesomest thing ever. And especially when they have curly hair. When they get the curly hair on top, that reminds me of my son. And because he has the curly hair, and he over there looking like a strong. My kids over there looking like a strong. So this episode really got me. Hopefully next season, you know, it's really gonna begin the Dance with Dragons, and we're really gonna see a lot of things. I don't want to spoil it because I read the books about. I don't want to spoil it, but it's really gonna pop off. I'm really interested to see how they're gonna play this and keep the momentum going for the show. So hopefully they can keep the momentum going. I enjoyed this episode. Some people were disappointed in it. Look at all the hearts I'm getting. I just appreciate it. Like I appreciate any kind of hearts I get again. You know, it's not, it's easy, but then it's not easy being me sometimes. Like, it's easy. I have a cushy life, but I work hard, y'all. I've worked hard for everything that I've had. And I don't take anything for granted. Because I came from nothing. You know, I could be another statistic in jail, still living in the hood in Detroit, or not even alive. Like my nephew, like my family members are incarcerated, like the rest of my family members. Like, I'm grateful every day that I am here to joke and chop it up and just have people listen to me. Have people listen to me, because I'm like, you know, I tell people, when I was in high school, I was the fat kid. I was a fat, nerdy, shy, awkward kid. Like, I still am. I'm still that person. I'm still shy and awkward and nerdy, and I don't have a large social circle. I'm not a sociable person. I'm not a people person. But I had such a hard time in high school, like making friends, and you know, nobody really wanted to be my friend. Like, this is the truth, you know. And then as I got older, like, more people are like, oh, Kiki, you're so funny. You're hilarious. And I'm like, I am funny. I am hilarious. Because people didn't see that people didn't really see my worth, and I had to see the worth within myself, you know. So I tell everybody, you know, sidetrack from House of the Dragon. I would say that my life lesson is for people to see the worth within themselves. I get heartbroken when people struggle with self-worth and struggle with self-esteem, because I know how it feels. I struggle every day. Like, people are like, oh my God, you're so beautiful and blah, blah, blah. But I don't feel that way. I just feel like I'm just me, this nerdy, dorky, overly intellectual person that rub people the wrong way sometimes, because I'm really outspoken about certain things and I don't really fit in with a lot of women. You know, I don't fit in with women because I don't care about hair and makeup and all that shit. And then I just feel like I have to like find my niche because I really don't fit in with a lot of people. A lot of people don't fuck with me like that. So, you know, it is what it is. I've learned to just do me, be me. And that's all I can do is be me. I don't make no apologies for it. I am who I am. And I know that I'm a great person and educated and talented and smart. I know that about me. It took me a long time to realize that though, y'all. It took me forever. But my gift is to everybody for people to know their worth and make smart decisions. Don't be like Renera making bonehead ass decisions where you're sending your lambs out to the slaughter. Don't do that. Don't do that. Think a little bit more. So you're intelligent and intimidates people. It does. It took me a while to figure out that my intelligence intimidates people. It really does. Like I talk to people and then I realize that what I'm talking about is so over their heads that I have to like pull back and be dumb. I'm like, let me be dumb, cute Keisha for a minute. Oh, really? Oh, that's so great. It's awesome. And it really deep down inside, I'm thinking, fuck's sake. You know, I understand I'll start talking about things like I'm passionate about. And then I just see their eyes glaze over like, what is she talking about? I'm like, yeah, in the bourgeoisie, and let's talk about like the history of the slave trade and Dahomey. And you know, I saw the Woman King got all excited, and I was like, let's talk about the history of like West Africa. And then I just see people's eyes glaze over, and I'm just like, you know what? Never mind. Because I like to talk about a lot of things, and I like to learn about a lot of things, and I realize that people aren't comfortable with that. Like a lot of times people are comfortable in their ignorance. And then when you start talking about things that they just kind of like, oh, okay, well, I'll talk to you later. And I'm just like, okay. Especially with men. Like, you know, you have to wake up pretty early to like deal with me on an intellectual level. Like dating me is hard. Like dating me is very hard because I don't want to talk about hair and makeup or frivolous things. I want to talk about like, you know, what's going on in the financial times, what's going on in Haiti. You know, there's roving gangs in Haiti. And what are they going to do about that? And their government is unstable. What do you think about that? And then people are just like, crickets. Shh, shh, shh. I'm just like, okay. So I learned I have to like pull back my personality. It's hard pulling back who I am all the time. I had a wonderful husband that I didn't have to do that. We would sit there and just talk about even stuff that he didn't quite understand. He was open to try to learn. I had a husband who was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I won't tell me, you know, explain to me, you know, what is this? And that we would look up things together and we'd watch news together. And that's a beautiful thing. To have someone be like, I don't know everything. I don't know half as much as you do. I'm not as smart as you, but please help me. You know, that's, you know, help me get there. Like, I want to get to be as smart as you. My husband used to always tell me, I want to get there. I appreciate your intellect. He would tell people, I have the smartest wife in the world. Like, she knows so much about everything. But he's like, okay, explain this to me. Please, you know, help me. And I'll explain things to him, and we go on the internet and look things up and look at things, and he'd be like, okay, I kind of understand. I get it. And that's the attitude that I always appreciate about my late husband, that he was always open to learn and know that he didn't know that it was okay that he didn't know things as much as I knew. And he was intrigued by my intellect. He was intrigued by how intellectual I was. He was turned on by how intellectual I was. He always thought it would be good to defer to me. Here, ask my wife. She knows. I found that very helpful. I love to learn. My education has never stopped. I tell my kids to stay curious. The best thing you can do, I tell my son especially, my daughter is very curious like me. She's inherited my intellect. My daughter isn't talented. She's 8 years old and is going to be tested for talented and gifted. My daughter has my intellect. I wish I was selected as talented and gifted. I wish I had the teachers that she had. But I was a kid that grew up in the hood. You know, they weren't many kids going to talented and gifted in the hood. We live in the suburbs. She is being selected for talented and gifted. She's 8, but she's very talented and very gifted. She's my daughter's very intelligent. And she gets it from me. She don't get it from her daddy. She gets it from me. But my son, he has all the personality and the charm, but he has to work hard academically. But I told him, I said, you just have to stay curious about things and not be lazy. Because he's just like, oh, well, I don't care about that. You know, if it is something he's not interested in, he doesn't care about. And I said, honey, you have to get out of that. You have to learn to care about things and other people and other places and other things. Because it's gonna help you in the long run, mentally, emotionally, and socially. You can put me in a room with anybody and I'm fine. I can be in a room with Asians. I can be in a room with Koreans, Japanese. I can be in a room with Indians. And I'm not intimidated by anybody because I know their culture. I know them. Like I know enough to be conversive and enough to be like, I don't feel like I don't fit in with anybody. I can be in a room full of white people and okay, I can be in a room full of black people. Of course, I can be in a room, like I said, full of Koreans and I could talk about Koreans in the Joseon period and their history and, you know, what's going on in their economy and their presidents. You know, I can be enough to be conversed anywhere. And I told my son, that's the goal, is to where no matter what situation you're put into, that you are able to be who you are, yet bring something to the conversation, yet not be intimidated by people. My kids, I take them everywhere because I don't want them to feel like they're a fish out of water. My kids, we go to the Asian markets, we go to Little Korea, we go to Japanese market, Chinese markets, we go to Indian shops, we go to African food stores. Why? Because they feel like they know a little bit about everything, so they can feel like they can blend in, that they can talk to people, that they're not ashamed or feel like, oh my God, I don't know these people and this is not my culture. My kids don't feel like that way. They feel like if it's a culture that they don't know, okay, well, I need to know about it. So I need to find out things about it. I need to learn about these people's culture if I'm going to be in these situations. Right. You know, my kids are very versatile in who they are and firm in who they are, but they're not intimidated by being around people that don't look like them. And that's a gift. And I'm fortunate enough to pass. I didn't have that option as a kid in the hood, but they do. And I drag them to every cultural fest, every Day of the Dead, every whatever. And they just, this is new. This is interesting. What's this? What's that? Let's look it up. Let's see what it is. What does this mean, Mom? Let's look it up. I don't speak a foreign language, but we're going to look it up. So when they get out there in the world, they will go anywhere they want to go and do anything that they want to do and feel like they have enough self-esteem to be a citizen of the world. I told my kids, I said, I want y'all to travel. I want y'all to see the world. I want y'all to experience other countries and different places. I want y'all to do all the things that I didn't do. And so, you know, I try hard. I spend a lot of time and effort and money getting my kids out there and seeing that I live in a small town in Texas, a small suburb, and I just don't want them to think that this small suburb in Texas is the world. Like this is how the rest of the world is. Not. Like I'm like, honey, this is just where we live. Out there's a whole wide world with different people living different lives, and you know, you're young and it's a blip, but it's a blip, and you'll be an adult and you can do whatever you want to do and go wherever you want to go. God willing. Yeah, cultural diversity. Oh yeah, my kids, they sit through theater, they sit through everything, and I want them to be. Again, I want them to see the world as theirs. I don't want them to be like how I grew up. Black people couldn't do this. Black girls didn't do this and girls didn't do that, especially black girls. Black girls didn't do this. Black girls don't like this. And I defied all of that. I like sci-fi. I like sports. I like fantasy. All the shit that black girls aren't supposed to like, I liked it. In a time when it wasn't mainstream and it wasn't cool. You know, I'm old. You know, almost 50. So it's like in my day, black people, especially when they come from the hood, black people didn't like Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I wouldn't let nobody deter me. Oh, you like Star Wars? Well, that's white people shit. I heard that all the time. You like fantasy? I sure do. I read Conan the Barbarian when I was a kid. Who reads that? What black person from the hood reads that? None. But shit, I did. I like Star Wars and Star Trek and Doctor Who. I lived in neighborhoods. People didn't like none of that. That was white people shit. I liked it. And so I was just waiting as a kid, waiting for the world to catch up. Now everybody likes it. Now black people, white people, Hispanic, every country. Oh, we love superheroes. Oh, we love Star Wars. Oh, we love Game of Thrones. Oh, we love fantasy. We love dragons and elves and all that shit. When I was a kid, nobody did. Nobody liked that. You were some kind of freak if you like sci-fi and fantasy. Oh, you're a weirdo. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna be a weirdo. You know, and then as time went on, not everybody likes it. Now that's just the norm, you know. And so, you know, it's like, well, everybody likes Game of Thrones. I remember when people wouldn't watch fantasy, nothing. Nobody read fantasy books. I did. Nobody did. Now it's like, oh yeah, of course. People watch Game of Thrones. Okay. You know, I went to sci-fi conventions at the age of 15, and I would be like one of 2 or 3 black women there out of a convention of hundreds. And so, and had to walk in there and not be intimidated, not be scared. You know, like I'm walking in here and I'm like the one of the few only black females in here. Oh my God. Like, what? There's no black people here. There's not a lot of women here. Like, you know, and navigate through this because I love Star Trek. I love Star Wars. And I wasn't going to let anybody tell me that I wasn't a fan. I wasn't going to let anybody discriminate against me and hate on me. I wasn't. I went into those conventions and I dressed up and I held my head up high. And I said, I'm a Star Trek fan. And I know this and this and this and this. And people were amazed about how much I knew about the old Trek and Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. Well, she really knows her shit. Of course I do. I've been watching this since I was a kid. Of course. Star Wars, people like, what do you know about Star Wars? You're a black girl. I had someone say that to me. And I'm like, bitch, I know more than you do. Try me. I know more than you. I know a lot about Star Wars. More than that. Lots more than the average person. Like I can rattle off Star Wars is my jam. It's my first love. And so, you know, people try to diminish you or belittle you because you're a girl, you're a woman, or because you're black and like, oh, you can't possibly. Honey, a lot of these fans on these YouTube channels, I'm older than them. These people making YouTube channels and they're in their 20s and 30s. I'm like, I've been going to conventions since you were like 5. We go to conventions every year, me and my kids. I've been going to conventions since I was 15. Since the first Star Wars convention in Dallas, I went to. The first Dallas Comic-Con, I went to. So I tell people, you know, I've been in this shit for a long time. And then people try to diminish you and belittle you like, what do you know? You're 35. What do you know? I'm over 10 years older than you. What? Okay. I played Dungeons and Dragons as a kid. My son plays Dungeons and Dragons in a club at school. And I told him I played it as a kid. I was a dungeon. I was a game master, dungeon master. I didn't play it. And so nobody can really tell me too much anything. Because, you know, I'm like, you can't tell me nothing. I'm old. I've been there, been in the trenches. So, you know, I just like people try to belittle you or try to diminish you based on what you look like. And I'm just like, black sci-fi fans and nerds, we've been here. We have been here. We've been here since day one, or we've been hidden in the shadows. But we've been here. You know, we're here. You know, we're not going anywhere. Let's see. I got an email. I'm checking my email, y'all. Y'all see me here. Checking my messages. Checking my email. La 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 la. Anyway, but yeah, we've been here, and you gotta put some respect on my name. Respect on my name. Because I'm old. I mean, I look old. Because somebody was like, how old are you? Like in your 30s? I'm like, 20 years ago, bitch. 20 years ago, I was in my 30s. I am not in my 30s. My 30s been long and gone. But anyway, enough of me rambling on. I just thought I'd come on here and chop it up. Thank y'all for coming here and listening to me and watching this episode. I give this episode an 8 out of 10. This episode was interesting. It was intriguing. I really like the scenes between Daemon and Rhaenyra. I really like that dynamic. I really good to see Daemon claws out, bitch. Like he showed who he really was by putting that bitch in a chokehold and letting her know what was going on. That he's like, look at me. I'm the king now. Like I've been telling everybody since day one that Daemon wasn't shit. Like I've been people like, oh, he's an anti-hero and he's cool. I'm like, no, he is not a good person. The way he treated Lena, the way he's treated, virtually ignored his daughters. Daemon is not a good person. He wants to be on the throne. Daemon loved his brother. He loves the throne. He loves power. Does he love Rhaenyra? Come on now, y'all. I don't think he even loves Rhaenyra. I don't think Daemon loves anybody besides his brother or the throne and himself. That's it. I don't think Daemon loves Rhaenyra. Like I'm calling it. I don't care what anybody says. I don't think he does. So it's been a good season. We went out with a bang. I mean, like I said, it's kind of a bang, kind of a whimper. I mean, but it was still another good episode. But until next season, again, I'm coming back tomorrow. And like I said, I think I'm going to do a video about Unsolved Mysteries. I'm going to get around to watching Black Adam and do a review on Black Adam. I'm still going to get around to the Jeffrey Dahmer thing. I've been saying that for a week. Yeah, it's a lot of tapes and a lot of episodes to watch with the Jeffrey Dahmer, but I'm going to watch it and finally do my review. What else we got? We got Dragon Prince coming on. We got the Gudetama movie coming up that I'm going to review. We got a lot of stuff to come and review. Love During Lockup every Thursday or Friday. We'll see. Like I said, make sure you subscribe. You hit the notification bell whenever, I'm going to do a 90 Day Fiancé. I'm going to watch the newest episode that came out on Friday and see what's going on with that. I'll try to report maybe on Tuesday and Wednesday about that. I'm trying to do a video each day, or at least 5 days a week. So we'll see how that goes. But, I appreciate everybody. Like, share, subscribe, comment, read the description, support the channel. Go to my Etsy shop where you can buy all kinds of original designs and merchandise. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to end the stream. You guys have a wonderful good night. Thank you. And this is the infamous Kiki. Mwah. I love y'all. Bye.